We can't deny that social media is a great tool for businesses to increase brand awareness and make sales, but it can negatively impact the life and mental health of entrepreneurs. Hola mis amores, hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, I'm Velvet Cat, and in this series, this is one out of 12 videos for a zodiac collection I'm illustrating. And the reason I chose today's topic is because the illustration is for Aquarius, which is the zodiac sign associated with the planet of Uranus. And since Uranus is a planet of innovation, technology, and visionary non-traditional air signs, I felt that it was quite fitting. If today's topic intrigues you, keep on watching. And if you have your own thoughts to share, let's start a conversation in the comments section. Social media can be great for staying connected with our family and friends, building communities that influence change, and the dream that basically anyone can become a someone. You know, like viral famous or by making a living through their interests, bringing in income. But if you hear anyone talk about social media being bad, you'll often hear about depression, anxiety, addiction, consumerism, mob mentality, misinformation, and about the picture-perfect lives we see on there just being fake highlights. Conversations tend to revolve around the controversy of social media being bad for personal use, but emphasize how good it is for business use. Can I share with you a different viewpoint with my experience and thoughts about why I quit social media as a business owner and why this should be something more people think about? All right, thank you for joining me. First, here's a quick fact. As of 2022, there are 3.78 billion social media users and over 54% of them use social media to research products. This shows how businesses can thrive, since nowadays we rely on social proof to make purchasing decisions. And it's easy to share those businesses that we love just by tapping our phone screens. We can't deny that social media is a great tool for businesses to increase brand awareness and make sales, but it can negatively impact the life and mental health of entrepreneurs if there's no balance between online and offline presence. We've all probably had a day or more, I don't know how addicted you are, where you just want to message back your friend or post something, but the first thing you see is a funny video or shocking article that you must comment on and share it with another friend. Some minutes pass, and when you go back to the home feed, you've forgotten why you were even on there in the first place, or perhaps you did what you were going to. Either way, now you're scrolling through other posts till you realize a few hours have passed. Who's guilty? Raise your hand. First of all, spending our time like this while being a business owner, freelancer, or trying to be self-employed takes us away from dedicated work time to productive actions that create results towards what we're trying to achieve. Second, the reason we fall into that loop is because of the algorithm. Posts from accounts that a user frequently interacts with by liking, commenting, and sharing, and similar posts from trending accounts will be shown higher up their feed. This is where I believe that consistent engagement, which is what is actually needed to succeed, turns into the dark side of social media for business. Many social media marketing coaches teach how to use social media for business, how to create engaging content, how to build a brand online with a strong community, how to use hashtags and keywords to increase visibility. They also stress the importance of understanding the algorithms of different platforms and how they can impact the reach and engagement of your posts. Because social media algorithms have set rules on what content to show who, as I mentioned a moment ago. Prioritizing showing users the content they are most likely to engage with so as to keep them hooked. Some influencers on Instagram and YouTube have already shared their mental health and burnout struggles due to having to keep up with their online presence. I also felt that way, like social media was soul-sucking, stressful, time-consuming, and its benefit for my business was, well, complicated. See, when my art account on Instagram reached over 11,000 followers within like 6 months in 2015 or 16, I can't really remember anymore, I was getting DMs for art commissions, which I was super grateful for. But personally, I'm a natural hermit that freaks out when I get a lot of attention. Art commissions were also only like 10% of how much I was making on Etsy, and I was doing everything on my own, answering clients, creating their artwork, commenting and engaging with users, creating the social media posts and captions, all without necessary recovery. People don't realize that all of these actions take time out of the day. I was skipping meals, staying up late, basically cut off all social life. In the real world, not online. I mean, the message that was engraved in my mind from the entrepreneurial world was that sacrifices needed to be made to succeed. If you want it, you must work hard for it. Hustle! Spending time with my family was stressful because I felt like they were in the way of my packed schedule, and I felt guilty for taking breaks from making money to help them the way they've helped me. But from their point of view, I was never around, or I was constantly checking my phone. Isn't this twisted? The societal norm is to sacrifice oneself for family, yet not actually be there with them, or to be of value financially, that our worth is dependent on how much money we make. Think of all the parents that try to buy their kids love with the excuse of everything I'm doing is for you, or the stay-at-home parents that have been seen and treated as less than by society, even by their own spouse. And before all the hardworking parents come for me, no, I'm not referring to all of you. I understand how difficult the world is with different circumstances and striving for your kids to have a better life. The parents I'm referring to are the ones that are actually avoiding time with their kids, or the ones that have achieved a level of income where they can be more present with their family that they're working so hard for, if only they would become aware of it. But back to my story. I was burnt out and started going MIA on Instagram. So when the engagement and followers dropped, I started comparing my online presence to others, feeling like a failure, like I wasn't trying hard enough. I got stuck in a cycle of hustling to get my Instagram back up and reaching burnout, back to hustling, back to burnout. I was doing the most with the hashtags, aesthetically pleasing graphics, videos and reels, paying for ads, Instagram support groups, joining art trends, asking questions and captions, all of which is taught by Instagram coaches. But as this video I'll link here and in the description answers very well, Instagram isn't for the people or small businesses. It's all about profiting from ads. So everything they do is to benefit that end goal. And I have to say I also agree that Instagram felt shallow. 99% of comments were things like, "So pretty," and "I love it." Whenever I tried sparking up conversations about deep topics like identity and sexuality, lessons of self-love, entrepreneurship challenges, compassion for all living beings, it always felt like people didn't care. That's why I'm more passionate about creating YouTube videos, because I can actually see communities between creators and viewers discussing, debating, learning, inspiring, and truly connecting. I also started another Instagram account for tarot in 2020 when I started taking my YouTube channel seriously, but I just had enough and decided to quit social media. It was a difficult decision because for years I thought it was necessary for business and had put in a lot of effort. But as I mentioned earlier, Instagram only contributed about 10% of my sales the year I reached peak engagement. And what persisted was a massive 90% stress level for years after that. My story is only about Instagram for business, but many times I did actually try to use those scheduling apps to create content for Facebook and Twitter. I do have a Pinterest I use every now and then, and at one point I posted a few TikToks. But managing all of these social media platforms on my own is insanity and unhealthy. What I've learned over the past decade in my entrepreneurship journey is that it's important to either have the funds to hire a team that can strategically reach and connect with clients through email marketing, social media, and PR, or focus on one, maybe two online platforms you'll actually be passionate and excited about to dive deep, really study, learn how it works, give it your all, and still have time to thrive offline. Social media can be a powerful marketing tool to support your business, but don't rely on it with the expectation that it's the only key for success and let it consume your life. The moment I quit Instagram at the end of last year, I instantly felt so much lighter, at peace. I've had more time to focus on my business that has not been affected by this decision whatsoever, and more time to enjoy my personal life without constantly being distracted by notifications. Rather than reluctantly saying yes to social media with the exhaustive pressure to constantly keep my followers engaged with new content, I'm saying yes to improving my art and YouTube skills. Yes to creating what I've been holding back. My creative block is gone, and I can't wait to share with you the new ideas coming from my heart, just like this illustration and some stories I'm planning. I'm also saying yes to my health with consistent workouts, cooking, meditation, and managing my diabetes better. I'm saying yes to being fully present with my family, my boyfriend, my friends, and my cats. If you also feel like social media is the 80-90% of stress in your life, I encourage you to take a moment to really analyze how it's working for you and consider what priorities you value with your time. Take control of your life and do what's best for you. So what are your thoughts about what I've talked about, and what are your thoughts about my illustration? I'm a self-taught artist, with the only classes I've taken being in high school, Skillshare, and 21 Draw. So I'm very open and welcoming to critiques and tips and ideas about how I can make this illustration better. Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed, I hope you also like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss my videos every time I post. For more art videos, check out my playlists as well, or join my YouTube membership linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and see you next time!